brain so that we could see parts that we could normally see. And this is the last page of the Lab 14 handout. So on the first section, we can see the very front end of the lateral ventricle. So my finger keeps slipping. These are the lateral ventricles, and this is the front end of the corpus callosum. And here we can clearly see the difference between the gray matter, which is forming the cortex here, and the white matter, which is deep to it. On the next section, here we can see the longitudinal fissure that separates the hemispheres all the way down to the corpus callosum, but it ends at the corpus callosum. This is the septum pellucidum, a thin sheet of material that separates the two lateral ventricles from each other. That's it on that one. On the next one, now we can still see the septum pellucidum, but it's thinner because now we're back here where there's not much space between the corpus callosum and the fornix, and so it's very short. The first time I showed it to you was up here where there was a bigger distance. So here we have longitudinal fissure, corpus callosum, septum pellucidum in here, two lateral ventricles, fornix. This is the third ventricle, and the stuff in it is a choroid plexus, a set of capillaries and ependymal cells that makes CSF. Below it are the thalamuses, and if I bend this, you can see that they're attached across the middle, and that point, which is right here, is the massa intermedia or intermediate mass or interthalamic mass or whatever else it's called. Okay, so, and the internal capsule is the white matter that's between the cortex and the structures like the basal nuclei and thalamus. So this is the internal capsule right here. Actually, right there would be the best place where I would pin it probably. That's the internal capsule. Okay, then on the next section, where I have cut this, it's falling apart now, but I have cut right at the, in the midbrain, these are the superior colliculi, and between them you can see the pineal body. This is the end of the third ventricle in there. And this is, here are the lateral ventricles. Let me bend that. So now you can see the lateral ventricles are those two big slashes on either side. And now if I bend this, that opening in the middle is the cerebral aqueduct. It's very shallow, so when you look at it on a sagittal section, sometimes it's hard to see. So this one has, I'm looking upside down, I can't see any. That's right there. It's right in there. I guess none of these came out very well for the cerebral aqueduct.
And where's it on this one again?
It's this opening in the middle of the midbrain. The cerebral aqueduct is that opening in the middle. Okay, and let me check that list. Okay, cortex, colliculi, aqueduct, fissure, capsule, cortex.